You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Hello, Dan. How are you?
Hey, what's up? Wow, the city was all lit up last night.
Yeah, it was light up the sky like a 4th of July. It was light up Sioux Falls.
Stuff going on from what was that, 9 to 9:15?
Yeah.
The big show of unity, solidarity.
I think some people's clocks were off because the lights were on early and some were on late.
But still.
Neighbors actually put like a big light up heart.
A big display.
With like all their Christmas.
Yeah.
They put it up a day ahead of time. So Sunday night, Heidi and I were very confused.
We're like, what is going on over there?
They're just test driving.
And then she sent me a message. She said, hey, can you see our heart from there? And I'm like, yeah, it looks great. So I thought that was nice. So hello,
that's
neighbors.
Cool. It was nice of Excel Energy to sponsor that event.
Were they the sponsor? They should have been. That would have been hilarious.
Hey, birthday shout-outs to Al Gore.
Well, happy birthday, Al.
Angus Young.
Oh,
Lead guitarist for AC/DC. He's only 65 years old and still rocking a schoolboy outfit.
Did he die?
Nice.
No, his brother Malcolm did.
Oh, okay.
Brother Malcolm was the rhythm guitar player.
Okay, that's I was going to say. There's somebody
Okay.
did.
Know your AC/DC, John.
I'm sorry. I feel way out of touch.
Christopher Walken,
I love him.
who's
Yes.
amazing. His birthday today. Gordie Howe, formerly of the Detroit Red Wings.
Okay.
Phenomenal hockey player. Watched him when I was just a kid, and I loved, this is a quote of Gordie Howe when asked how complicated hockey is. He goes, no, it's very simple, really. Forecheck, backcheck, paycheck.
There you go.
This was also this day, 1967, the very first time ever Jimi Hendrix lights one of his guitars on fire.
Was that an accident,
Happened
you
in
think?
London. It was not, because darn it, he kept doing it. I'm going, dude, no, give it to me.
Yeah, I don't understand why you would do that, but
Yeah, sometimes. Who else busts up guitars? Garth Brooks does, and of course,
yeah.
who were famous for busting up musical equipment.
Yeah.
And even as a youth, watching this stuff and loving these rock bands and whatnot, whenever that happened, I would just cringe.
Yeah.
Going, that's expensive stuff. I would love to have that stuff. I can't afford it. Stop
Right.
doing that.
we read a story about somebody that busted up a
It probably would have been
$100,000
way more
piano.
appreciated if they just gave it away to somebody in the audience rather than busting it up.
But these people did it accidentally. It was a moving company. Accidentally broke a $100,000 piano.
That was no accident.
Yikes.
That was no accident, John.
Well, thank you for the little update there, sir. We'll have you back in a bit for some more fun stuff, all right?
That'd be nice. I'll just stand 6 feet away and wait.
There you go. John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
How the small's doing this morning?
He is the Tiger King of radio broadcasting.
Heidi, did you just switch your little workout regimen there?
A little bit, yeah.
Somebody call the cops because it's got to be illegal to look that good. All right, and
okay over there?
Shut up. Is it hot in here or is it just you? Woo! You know, John Man over there mentioned the Tiger King. Seems nobody can escape the Tiger King. Apparently, it's the most popular thing.
I know, it's crazy.
It's hit the screen in years and years and years, all over Netflix. Everybody talking about it, posting social media about it, this, that, and the other thing. It's true crime TV featuring murder, mayhem, madness, meth, mullets, firearms, big cats, and an eccentric cast of eccentric characters spinning out of control.
Yeah, and critters.
And millions are tuning in. They're tuning
yeah.
in by the droves. It's absolutely crazy. America's glued to this little series.
It's pretty fascinating.
That in mind, Ranger Dan Enterprises. Ranger Dan Enterprises, in conjunction with Ryan Seacrest Productions, we're darn excited to announce the premiere of The Possum Prince. Possum Prince is a little series, true crime series. It follows the story of a hard-drinking, two-fisted former park ranger named Erotic Danny. Erotic Danny lords over a roadside possum petting zoo and breeding facility somewhere outside Sisseton, South Dakota. Follows the ongoing 20-plus year feud with the town folk, the law, and a ruthless gang of bloodthirsty transvestite possum trappers out of Mobridge. Ranger Dan's Possum Prince, exclusively on the Ranger Dan YouTube channel. Subscribe today for just $12.95. You'll see what none of the critics or anyone else is talking about. The Possum Prince. That's all the time we have, little Radio Rangers.
I do too.
Get back to whatever it is you do in these strange times. And remember, what doesn't kill you just makes you stronger, except for bears. Bears will kill you every time. Is Ranger Dan out? Say it with me. Yes,
sir.
Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. Mr. Dan Farris back in the studio right now. Mr. Farris, how are you?
I'm doing, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing okay.
Good.
I am
Okay's a good
doing
start.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? You just got to keep the positive vibes going.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's all there is to it. Talked to my older brother, Oogie, out of Minneapolis the other night. He called, and he's actually pretty excited. He's got 2 weeks off with pay.
Nice.
So it's like,
Well,
what, you called me just to tell me that?
Yeah,
pretty much.
You kind of have the opposite here. We have you here 2 weeks on with no pay.
Hey, man, it's just an honor to light it up. Hey, this is what's going on a serious note. You know, Water Cooler Talk, I'm getting a little more informational about, because there's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts to what we're going through right now. And I think I mentioned about a week ago that unemployment applications were up ninefold in the state of South Dakota, and that's probably grown even more in the past week. In fact, I'm certain of it. Here's how this works. Just so you know, if you find yourself in that boat right now, South Dakota Department of Labor and Regulation is offering some reminders. They've switched things up a little bit during this time period for you if this is something you're going to need to do, okay? The DLR has implemented a new filing system, which began yesterday for claims over the phone. It's based on the first letter of your last name and is as follows. Last name starts with A through F. Contact him on a Monday. G through N, Tuesday. O through Z on Wednesdays. And if you happen to miss your day, you can give it a shot on Thursday or Friday.
Oh, nice.
Does that make sense? Is that clear enough?
Yep.
That's good.
So you can bunch this stuff up too, in case you gotta get into it. What you're going to need is your social security number, driver's license or state ID, and 18 months of work history in order to make a claim.
And don't give that info out to somebody calling you.
No.
It's only if you call them.
No.
Because there are scams, sadly, that are popping up all over the place right now.
Oh, it's like wildfire. It's absolutely incredible, the elderly and stuff. And I
just leave them alone,
it's
man.
same with like cybercrime. I would like just someday to just meet one of these people,
Right.
and just put them in a headlock
I know.
and give them a royal Dan Noogie, right?
Be like,
Then after
that
you
is.
file an initial claim, you'll receive a packet in the mail, so be on the lookout for that as well. It will contain your monetary benefit determination, claimant checklist, and handbook. So there you go. That's what I know.
That's a lot. You know a lot more than I did. I didn't know any of that.
And hey, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Things are going to get better. So
It is.
There
Gonna
you
get
go.
Great. Well, Dan, thank you very much for coming in. We'll have some entertainment news here in a bit. I believe we've got Nick Sweeney calling in with a Trash Talk report as well.
Trash Talk rocks.
Looking forward to chatting with him, and I think there's some fun stuff that he's working on with some other folks in Sioux Falls, so that is all on the way. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation.
My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast.
Join us at the Sands.
Hear amazing music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Belinda Carlisle,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Howard Jones,
and many more.
plus meet awesome stars from movies and TV.
It's the best week ever.
Learn more right now at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour. Right now, we have a little trash talk with Nick Sweeney from Sweeney Sanitation. How are you, sir?
Very good. How are you, John?
I am fantastic. Right now, a lot of people that are trying to do something good during this kind of weird time, and I was just telling you yesterday about this little Facebook group where people are going around and like picking up garbage in their neighborhoods. That's really kind of a cool thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if everybody just does a little bit, then overall, like, the whole city will look that much better and just be that much cleaner. So
I think it's really a neat thing, and there's a Facebook group. I'll throw a link to that on our page, Facebook page for Sunny Radio, and I'll throw a link to Sweeney Sanitation on there too, so you can find that. Now, you guys do garbage pickup in specific communities in the Sioux Empire. You're not everywhere right now, but where can people reach out if they're looking for a new garbage service? Which areas do you cover?
we cover all of Sioux Falls, Harrisburg, and Crooks.
So Harrisburg, Sioux Falls, and Crooks. So, and people that live in those communities, what are some of the things that when people are switching to you, what are some of the reasons that they're switching to you? What do they like the most about you guys?
A lot of people switch because we're a local company. It's just me and my brother. We started up last year, and our price is very competitive as well. A lot of people like that.
So it's very affordable, and also the nice thing is you're helping support a local company. So at a time right now when people are saying, what can I do to give back to my community, this would be one thing they could do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sign up for Sweeney Sanitation, and we'll take care of you forever.
So how do I sign up? If I'd like to sign up to work with Sweeney Sanitation, how do I do that?
The easiest way is to sign up on our website, which is SweeneySanitation.com. That's SweeneySanitation.com.
And I'll throw a link to that on our Facebook page to make that really, really easy to find. We also talked a little bit about recycling last time, and we should talk about that again because the people are still getting used to the new recycling rules, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, it's a slow process, but I'm seeing some improvement, so that's good.
So what would you say are the key things people should remember when they're doing their recycling, whether with you or even with somebody else?
For sure, yeah. In Sioux Falls or the surrounding counties, what you want to do is recycle loose and not bag your recycling. So just throw it right into the container, not bagged. And the same goes for plastic film, like thin plastic material that cannot be recycled, but we can still recycle like plastic bottles and things like that.
So if I've got bottles, if I've got jugs, things like that, those are recycled, but not plastic bags or plastic film.
Yep.
Do you have information on your website that has all of the different things that you can and can't recycle?
I don't on my website, but there's a Sioux Falls website that has a very good guide on there.
Oh, nice.
SiouxFalls.org/recycle.
Very cool. I'll throw a link of that on our Facebook page too. Man, I'm going to have a lot of links today.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us here. Our Trash Talk, we do this every couple of weeks with Nick Sweeney from Sweeney Sanitation. And again, if people would like to switch to your service, how do they do that once again?
Go to our website, SweeneySanitation.com.
Very, very nice. We'll send them over there. Nick, thank you very much for all that you're doing, sir.
Absolutely, John. Have a great week.
You too. Again, Nick Sweeney right there from Sweeney Sanitation. And I've got a link to all of the information we talked about at facebook.com/Sunny Radio.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Oh, don't you know it? Celebrities are fabulous. I couldn't help but overhear Ranger Dan earlier talking about Tiger
Awesome
King
Prince.
and then his own series he's producing, Possum Prince, but more news about Tiger King. And, I have to be honest with you, I have not seen it. I probably never will.
John has turned it
Dan?
on. I don't
But this
watch
thing
it.
is like the
today-
biggest thing since Pop Rocks or Pet Rocks or
ridiculous.
Join me
something.
over the lunch hour, and we'll watch just one part of
No.
one episode.
Nope.
Trust me.
Nope,
Don't
never
do it.
happening.
Do it. Do it.
Don't
Never.
do it.
Nope. Not happening. But apparently, do I have this right? One of the main characters is actually serving like 22 years for
Yes.
offing somebody?
And he didn't off anybody.
He attempted
I think,
to, though.
I think he was
He
completely
attempted
set
to hire
up.
someone.
Okay,
I
now
don't think
that
he did.
seems to be the hubbubbery, and this is
Yeah.
where we're going with this. Apparently, it's not just you two that kind of doubt that
A lot of people do.
he did that, because Cardi B,
Yeah.
you know or you love her, Cardi B, she does music for women who shoplift at yard sales. She's come out saying, and I quote, "They did Joe so dirty over and over again."
Oh, yeah.
About to start a GoFundMe account for Joe,
Lord.
and Joe shall be free.
I
So be watching for that.
shouldn't-
Cardi B's leading the charge. Going to raise some do-re-mi. I don't know what that means. Maybe lawyering them up some more.
Yeah.
I have no idea, because I don't know what this show is. I have no clue.
I'll give you, in a nutshell, crazy guy with tigers and 2 husbands, and he got sued by a lady who, according to the program, they sure made it look like she did get away with killing her husband.
The Baskin woman.
Yeah. It looks like she got away with murder. Then he was talking about he'd like to have her, he'd like to kill her. And then all of a sudden some guy says, well, yeah, he gave me $3,000 to kill her. And then he goes to jail. But none of it adds up. Of all the people, why would he have had that guy do it? It was just, I don't believe the story. But somehow a jury did, and he's in jail.
What about John gloms onto this stuff?
Oh, yeah.
It's the most ridiculous show.
It really
I can't
is
watch
ridiculous.
It.
But
I just can't even handle the
when-
drawl in their speaking, and
Well,
I had
this
to
is
walk
all
away.
we can do. We're going to wait for the GoFundMe page by Cardi B. And then John can shoot a $5 bill their way. And call it good.
Well, when I watch the program, just when you think you've never seen anything crazier, you'll meet another character that you're like, where did they find this person? It is insane.
Reality TV.
Yeah, I think. And at one point, there was a company that reached out to us about doing a reality TV show. And at the time, I thought, oh, that'd be kind of crazy. No, it would have been so tame compared to this. It would have been boring.
Just keep pushing the envelope, man. That's what they do.
I suppose.
And at some point, we will have The Running Man. For real.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Did you know Paul Abdul did the choreography for that movie? How's that for a random fact? Which has nothing to do with anything we're talking about. I just happen to think Paul Abdul's pretty va-va-voom, if you know what I mean.
Well, thanks for that, Dan.
You bet.
Again, this has been the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.